code, G code, cheat code, G code.
Welcome back, Cheat Codes Podcast. It's Deshaun
and Tez.
And we sit here today, guys, and we finally really delving into the wrestling side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've been big fans of WWE, WCW, TNA, New Japan, Dragon Gate, NXT, AEW, CZW, ECW, NWA. You know, everybody's a fan of Ric Flair, but we've been watching for a while. Big fans of it. And we're doing a review today. We're gonna start with WWE Paybacks. You know, that was the most recent pay-per-view that came up.
All right.
So what we're doing today, I watched it. Cortez hasn't seen it yet.
I haven't.
He caught the highlights.
Right.
Kind of caught the highlights from, Twitter, Instagram, and all kind of social media or whatever. But I'm gonna fill him in, help him connect the dots a little bit. We're gonna see how we feel about it at the end. All right. So starting off, it was a little odd to me that they even had a pay-per-view. I mean, they literally did SummerSlam last week.
Right.
And
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't really know why they turned around a week later and did Payback.
That threw me off.
Yeah. So I mean, it's really whatever. We living in crazy times anyway with this pandemic in 2020. So I guess when you think about it that way, it makes sense.
It made perfect 2020 sense.
Exactly. Okay, so first thing I noticed watching this, and something that it reminded me of, the video. They got a great production department, dude. The video clips, like the playback clips from like previous weeks and previous days or whatnot, always looks better. Like the playback looks better than when you watch it live.
Right.
Because they started off with like the Roman Reigns, like coming out and attacking the Fiend and Braun Strowman last week at SummerSlam, and I was like, I saw the shit live, bro. It didn't look that good. I mean, it was cool. It was cool, but bro, they made this shit look epic.
Exactly.
It reminded me of the first time I really noticed this was Ronda Rousey, right?
Right.
So Ronda comes out. I can't remember what paper. I want to say it was a Royal Rumble. Yeah, it was a Royal Rumble, and a lot of people were pissed off, me included, because Asuka had just won the first women's Royal Rumble, and they trot Ronda Rousey's ass out there,
and that was crazy.
Yeah, but what pissed me off was that it took the spotlight off Asuka. Like, she just won. Like, she might have got 2 seconds. I don't even think her music hit, bro. she got a little confetti, like 1 or 2 balloons, and then all of a sudden Ronda Rousey hit.
Exactly.
Right. So I was like, and she came out there, and a lot of people were excited. I was excited for her to be there, but she looked awkward when she came out. Like, she did this like awkward point, bro. It kind of looked like the evil monkey from Family Guy. Like, he come out, he's like, yeah, he's gritting his teeth. And so she kept doing that. So you know how they, like, when they win the Royal Rumble, they get to point at the sign,
right,
for the next 6 months or whatever. So she comes out there, she does this awkward ass point to the sign, don't say nothing to nobody. And I'm like, so bitch, what you here for?
What is your purpose?
Right. I wish The Rock was there. It's like, what are you here for? I'm here for wrestling. It doesn't matter why you're here. But anywho, so even from the beginning, they show Roman. I'm like, okay, Roman Reigns gonna win the damn belt. I knew that from the beginning. They were so like they kind of killed. Like, I knew it. I was hoping that maybe I was wrong somehow. I don't know, but we'll get to that. But like from the beginning, from the intro and the way they showed it, I was like, damn, he gonna win. All right. So first matchup is Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews. And I'm
they beefing?
Kind of, sort of. So Apollo Crews, United States champ. You got Bobby Lashley. He's with the Hurt Business now. So the Hurt Business is Bobby Lashley, MVP, your boy from Miami, and Shelton Benjamin, which I love them as a group. I love them together. MVP does all the talking, which he should. Right. And it's great. Like, I feel like they need more, like, they need a little something more to, like, kind of, sink their teeth into. But, I like them. All right, so Lashley comes out, and my first thought is, Bobby Lashley's been back for like roughly 3 years now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And
around 2-3 years.
Bro, he ain't came anywhere close to Brock Lesnar.
Nowhere near him, bro.
I really don't think they've been in the ring together at the same time, even in the Royal Rumble.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, so this is like you got two guys like with they're physically the same, big, muscular, like crazy athletic guys for their size. Both of them have a wrestling background. Brock Lesnar was a collegiate wrestler, won the NCAA title. You got Bobby Lashley. He was a wrestler, army wrestler, competed.
Right.
I can't remember what it was called, what the competition was called, but he's very skilled, like high skilled wrestler. Both of them have the MMA background.
Right.
Like, if you've never seen Bobby Lashley, bro, he beat the shit out of Bob Sapp.
Damn.
Right, he's beat the shit out of a couple guys in the cage, and you seen Brock Lesnar, minus his steroid issues or you can't say steroid, you say banned substance.
Right,
it was a banned substance. Like his last fight with Mark Hunt, last fight that got turned into a no decision when he beat Mark Hunt. Right. But anyway, so I'm like, when are we ever gonna get that fight? That's all I want.
What they brought him back for.
Right. I did too. I mean. But, they saving that for I don't know what. And Brock is technically a free agent now, so who knows when we going to get it. And especially with they probably not going to waste it on a show with no audience either, especially with the pandemic. So, but we'll probably never see that. And like I said, mind you, both of them old, like by wrestling standards, both of them old as hell.
Right.
Brock Lesnar, 43. I want to say Bobby Lashley's like right there with him, if not older. So, like, their window's ticking if they ever want to do this. All right, so that was my first thought. Second thought is I was just happy to see Shelton Benjamin get any time on TV. Bro, Shelton, that's my guy right there, bro. Like, he can do, like, damn near anything. And they just haven't been using him. Like, I mean, I think this is the most I've seen him on TV since he came back last year. All right, so... And then the last thing, they call Bobby Lashley the Almighty Bobby Lashley now, right?
I ain't know that.
Yeah, that's his stage name. So he had this guy Leo Rush with him. Leo Rush is the typical like loudmouth manager. He's about 5'3".
I know who. Yeah.
So yeah.
He be on 205 Live too.
Yeah, 205 Live. You see him on NXT. Yeah. Look, he's really good in the ring on himself, and he raps too. Which
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to know. Is it good? Because there's so many entertainers that be trying to rap. Just because you got the money and you got the networking,
right?
I mean, you should do it. Just because you think you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, really, Damian Lillard is probably the only one that I was like, okay, he can rap.
Yeah, Dame be spitting bars.
Yeah. He's about it though. The rest y'all sound like Chris Webber to me.
Not Chris Webber.
Yeah, man. I can't say Corbin, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Cole.
Yeah.
And I wasn't his biggest fan, but I always respected his game on the court.
Yeah.
Even though I always talk Joe, Noah's about him, but
yeah. So I gotta say they all sound like Chris Webber to me.
Oh, Chris Webber.
Yeah. But anyway, so I was like,
Shaq has his own.
His own.
He's on his own.
Yeah.
So
I was like, I wonder if he gets any credit for that, because that part really he was kind of leaving the company for a while. It was about to. He sat at home for a while because he was pissed off. He kind of felt like they really took his name and his idea for Lashley and just kind of ran with it. He don't feel like he got the credit he deserved.
Right. And
I can see that.
They didn't push him also as a wrestler. They didn't want to use him for a manager.
Yeah, because nobody's taking 205 Live seriously. And like
nobody. I have not heard nobody like, man, you seen 205?
Yeah.
No.
I don't even. And the crazy thing is, I think they're still running it, but I don't even see it advertised anymore.
I see NXT move past them.
Bro, NXT has been past it. They were never close to NXT, bro. That's the crazy.
But I'm just saying they would just.
Yeah,
they would promote like 205 a lot.
NXT is live on Wednesdays now, competing with AEW. So there's that. Okay, so Apollo Crews comes out, and this has got to be the wackest entrance ever, man. I love the guy because he's athletic, he's got a good look, and he's from Georgia, so I gotta support him, right?
Right.
So he comes out, no fireworks. The only thing you hear is somebody yells Apollo.
Wait, what?
Exactly. I just hear the name.
One time, just Apollo.
Yeah.
And it's silent.
Yep. Not well. It is Apollo, the music hits, and then he comes out, does a little pose, and that's it, right? So I'm like, this.
How many did you work on this, brother?
I'm like, man, this man needs some fireworks or something.
Especially if you then you say he the United States champion.
Right. Give him.
How many did you say?
Give him a sparkler or something to walk down the ramp with.
Not the sparkler. Not the sparkler.
Right. Hey, man.
Not the sparkler. Like he's 3. Oh, hold that, baby. No.
Yeah, man. Give him the sparkler to walk down the ramp with or something, man.
Some, bro. They would have been like, if that was me, they would like, how much you think your budget is?
Right. Look,
I want fireworks out of the sky.
Hey, bro,
I want it everywhere.
Hey, bro, you can take this goddamn jacket back. Hey, bro, you can take the trunks too. I'll go out there in some Hanes, man. Give me some fireworks.
I need something.
Right. Hey, man, you catch me out there in some Hanes, man.
Ooh, I been in some basketball shorts. You understand me? Right. I don't need none of this.
Hey, man, just blur out the Nike sign.
I put them over the Nike sign.
Right. That slap a stick over or something.
I'll be out there with a Band-Aid. What is going on out here?
Hey, why this man got a Band-Aid on his short? Hey, you see them fireworks behind me, though, don't you? Yeah.
Focus on them. Don't focus on them.
Right. Look at the fireworks. Look at the show behind me. Okay, so he comes out. I'm like, this man needs fireworks, bro. They need to get him some. But honestly and truly, man, he should have been a bigger star already.
Right.
Like I said, there's like in the ring, like he's good in the ring. There's nothing he can do. He's got great size to him, crazy agility. I mean, if he was on Madden, bro, his agility and change of direction would be a fucking 95 or better for both. Like the guys like got crazy speed, especially for his size. So he's roughly about 6'1". I think he's no taller than 6'2". Right. He's no taller than 6'2". He's about 250 and like just fucking ripped. Like he's big as shit. He's just one of those guys.
Crazy athletic.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, he should have been a football player.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm like, why? Like, and he's got all that going for him. He's got like I said, not a bad looking guy. So I'm like, I don't know why he's not a star already. Like, but you know, I'm not in the WWE business for a reason. Maybe they know something I don't.
Right.
Anyway, so
but they be fumbling a lot of talent. Too.
Right.
They fumble a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Like Amber Moon, like I thought she was great.
Don't talk to me about her, bro.
They fumbled her like they just
I
threw that down the drain. They threw so much talent down the drain.
She's hurt right now too, which really sucks, bro. Because like they rush them, they're dying to rush these guys up from NXT, and then they get here and don't do them. Like Apollo Crews is the same way. They brought him up from NXT for no reason.
For no reason
whatsoever.
Bobby Roode, they tried, but then they were like,
man, bro,
they killed that.
They could have left. They should have just left Bobby Roode alone. But same thing that happens, bro. They lose too much too often. Because like they're under the assumption that wins and losses don't matter. I'm like, yes, they do. Like you can't see a guy lose all the time and then take him seriously.
Just like Kurt Hawkins. That man lost for like 3 years in a row.
Right.
And then they finally let him win at WrestleMania. He had a belt for like 3 weeks. Got beat. Where he at now? He only wrestle for WWE.
Right. He's in fucking TNA now, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he's in TNA, AEW, one of the two, but
that's two.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, nobody. Come on, bro. But you want to push people that I think shouldn't be on the main roster no more. But hey, whatever.
Right. What do we know? All right. So they start up, and I'm looking. They start with just the regular old chain wrestling. They lock up, they push around. I'm like, okay. So Bobby Lashley's whole gimmick is that he's big as shit and strong as hell. Right. Why is he like? Granted, Apollo Crews is no small guy, but he's still small. Look like standing next to Bobby Lashley, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay, where's the logic in this? Why is he like? Why doesn't Lashley just automatically win the strength competition? Right. Give him that. Let Apollo Crews duck and leapfrog and run all the fuck around the ring all he wants to, but
you can't use speed and agility.
Right. But right off the bat, you shouldn't be pushing Lashley in the corner. That's all I'm saying. That's one thing I didn't get.
They do that for a lot of people, though.
They
like one time
that,
I seen Rey Mysterio push Brock Lesnar. I was like, okay.
Like, come on.
Let's stop. I love Rey, but you ain't gonna sit here and tell me Rey can push him.
Bro, I absolutely, and I'm gonna get to Rey on here too, bro. I absolutely fucking love Rey Mysterio, bro. But you're right. Ain't no way hell he should. If he pushing, Brock Lesnar should not move. Like he should, his arm shouldn't move. He shouldn't lean. It should be the equivalent of a fly on his shoulder, bro. He should have slapped the shit out of him.
Exactly.
But so, all right. So back to the match. So they get there. I'm locked up, and I'm wondering why Lashey don't immediately just start ragdolling him and pushing him around the ring. But whatever.
Right.
So then they wrestle. They go back and forth. They take it to the outside. Right. Lashley's down. And then Apollo Crews goes to make a move to him. Then he gets cut off by MVP and Shelton Benjamin, right?
All right.
And they're just standing there. They're staring at each other. And then Bobby Lashley literally comes up, pushes them, like comes in the middle of them two, pushes them to the side, and then charges at Apollo Crews. Mm-hmm. And of course he gets hit. And I'm like, well, that was fucking stupid.
Right.
Like, if I got the two of y'all staring there guarding, number one, I'm going to crawl, like, I'm going to sneak around
I'm coming behind you.
Right.
I'm behind you.
Right. I'm going to have them get real close. I'm going to duck behind them and then, like, surprise or something, bro. Like, that made no sense.
I'm using them as a diversity.
Right. Like, he literally took the time to move them to the side and then try to run it. I'm like, the whole point to wrestling is that it's supposed to help you suspend belief and, imagine that this is like a real fight or a real competition.
Right.
In real life, I'm sorry, bro. If you blocking somebody off of me because they already knocked my ass down, hey, please believe, man. I'm coming around the corner. I'm coming some low blow, knee chop. I'm not just going, Cortez, move. And I'm coming straight at him with hands again. No. I already lost that one.
You might want to rethink this.
Right. Look, bro, I'm going to give you one more screen. What you do with it is on you.
Go back.
Right.
Let me try this again. But the focus on me.
Right.
I don't think that's what you want to do.
And then as they were going, like, I was really just ignoring their one thing I noticed to the announce team, it's just not what it used to be.
It's not.
I love Samoa Joe on there, and I feel like I don't know, maybe because he was like a high level wrestler, like pro wrestler, that he knows like what to say and what to do a little more. But I like him so much better than Byron Saxton, Tom Phillips, Michael Cole. Corey Graves is a close second. Graves, he'll come in every once in a while and give me something good, man. And
wait.
Yep.
Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
Is a commentator?
Yeah.
Why he not wrestling?
Couple injuries, and then what I think happened, he got injured a while back. It was like something with his thumb, something with his hand, right? Nothing too crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put him on the announce table. Like, they just, they started him out there with the commentary team, and he fucking killed it. Now I think they just like, oh shit, look what he can do.
Right.
Because I feel like he's fully healthy now. I mean, I may be wrong, but I feel like they found out that he's just really good on the fucking color commentary.
Right.
And he's just
they might use him like Taz. You know how they used to do Taz?
Right.
Let him wrestle some.
But Joe is a little older now too, though. So I mean, he's not, he's got more years behind him than he does in front. So that may be part of his transition out of the ring too. But I want to see him back in the ring.
Yeah,
like I said,
intro.
Part of what hooked me to his character was that he was so good on the mic. Like, he really sounds pissed off.
Right.
But yeah, I think there's just something about, I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something about him as an announcer that I really enjoy, more so than the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, I got to check this out. I did not know he was commentating. I seen him commentate before, but I thought it was just
he's been commentating for the past few months now, really, man. Like, dating back to the top of the year. Like, it's been a while since he's been in the ring.
Oh, damn.
Right. And so they keep going, and I'm like, okay, Joe's my favorite announcer. And I'm like, the rest of them they could get rid of. And then I look at the time. So they're about a little more than 10 minutes in, and I'm like, okay, they can end it now. These are two big guys. I feel like they should be doing more impact moves, like more high impact moves. And So you just straight out the bottle, huh? Okay. Yeah, so I'm like 10 minutes in. Okay, they could have cut this short, man. You got two big dudes. Let them bang it out. Be done. Like this don't need to be no 20, 25-minute wrestling match or anything like that.
Right.
And so, they keep going for a little while longer. And then Apollo Crews needs he needs a new finish. So right now he's got it's like a spinning set out power bomb.
Mm-hmm. I remember that one.
And it looks cool, but I'm like, I can't I think so many people do power bombs now and never get a 3 count. I can't take it serious as a finish.
Right.
So I'm like, he needs a new finish. Cause like what he used to do before was like a gorilla press slam.
Mm-hmm.
And it just I'm not buying it as a finish. And then so
some of the people do that though.
Right. So that didn't work. And then he hits him he tries a German suplex, and that shit looks terrible. Bro, like
horrible.
It looked horrible, bro. Like maybe Chris Benoit spoiled us, man.
Right. I mean, between him and Kurt
Eddie,
Angle. No,
exactly.
No, did Eddie have a?
Eddie would hit a German every once in a while.
Oh, he did the suplex.
No,
he did the
vertical. Yeah, he did the vertical suplex.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like Benoit, Eddie, Kurt Angle. Like even Brock Lesnar with his release German. I'm like, man, I think they spoiled us when it comes to like German suplexes, bro. Because these look like shit, bro. So
I think that you're right. Like some people Germans, you be like, damn. And you got some people you be like,
yeah, like it's just kind of like he just kind of like he just kind of like pulled them down, bro. I was like, this looks like shit, bro. Like I was like, and I was like, German suplex from Cruz, never again. I never want to see that again.
Terrible.
Tragic. And then so he does it once. Lashley gets up and like he just kind of like hulks up or something, bro. I'm like, bro, where the fuck is this coming from?
Right.
Because I was like, bro, you never in your life like no soul before. Like now you do it. Why you didn't do it when they was kicking your ass last week? Exactly. Like, but all of a sudden now you just a goddamn Hulk and unstoppable. But that's their fault. They let him they built him this way. So now when he just hops up after a German suplex, I'm like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Right. All right, so he gets up and eventually he does this one-handed spine buster, bro. That shit looks great. Mm-hmm. It's like half flapjack, half spine buster, bro. Like he gets him up. He catches him around like the knee and the ankle, holds him with one hand and slams the shit out of him. And I was like, that's probably his best move. Mm-hmm. I low key, I wouldn't mind if that was his finisher, honestly. Like if he could do it enough, like hard enough, like it would. So he hits him with the spine buster, and then so lately he's been doing the full Nelson, and he like in wrestling logic or kayfabe, he injured Apollo Crews a few weeks back, right? Mm-hmm. So like the last pay-per-view, Apollo Crews was supposed to, like the last 1 or 2, he was supposed to be there, but he got caught in the full Nelson, neck was hurting, and he couldn't make it, right? According to his storyline. So this time he's slapping on him, and he barely got the fingers locked before old boy tapped out. And I was like, well, damn, let him struggle or something. Like,
right, let him fight. Right. Usually when they fight, they probably know what it was. They probably like, all right.
Y'all over y'all time. Right.
Let me get that wrap it up. Wrap it up, baby.
Right. Got the ref tapping him on the shoulder. All right, that's enough.
Man, you need to go ahead and tap right hand.
Yeah.
I'm talking about he was like, soon as he went like this, yeah. Tap.
I was like, well, damn, but let him fight or something. But I mean, I think the right person. I think Lashley should have won because like it's a new group, and they need somebody with a belt that like just kind of make them legitimate. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I didn't
like two. It'd be dope if they had all three of them had it,
right?
Or like a tag team, or are they on Raw or SmackDown?
They're on Raw.
Okay, so yeah,
and so I was like, yeah, I think the right person went over. They needed to go to make them legitimate, to give them something to brag about. Right. And then I was like, I really think Cruz should join them. I would love an all-black stable, like an all-black group. I know we got New Day on SmackDown.
A domination.
Exactly. So we got New Day on SmackDown. I would love to see one. Like I would
On
love
Raw,
to see. Yeah. Which
that's why I
technically they
asked
have
that.
one. They have one. I would love to see Apollo Crews with them too. Kind of like Evolution. You know, you get the guys that have been there already, and then you get the kind of the younger
young
guys.
cat.
Yeah. Groom him, help him get ready, make sure he's straight when y'all leave.
Right.
So like I would love
be
to see
dope.
that. Right.
That would be dope.
And so they actually did like a photo finish at the end. So if you've watched any UFC fights at the end, right? And they always get in like the fighter and his two trainers and cornermen, they always pose for a picture at the end. So that's what they did at the end. They took a photo and like the production, they kind of use it as a still shot. So they took a couple photos celebrating with the belt in the ring. And I was like, I fucking love that. I was like, hopefully they know, like I hope it's just like their thing, which it was. Like it was just their thing. It's like nobody else did that. So it made them feel just a little more special, a little more. It was an asshole move, but like it fit. It's like we just exactly. Like we just won this fight. We celebrate. We taking pictures. We popping bottles. All that good shit. Exactly. Right.
We out here, baby.
Right. And so so after that, they cut backstage. Paul Heyman, and I don't know if like Paul Heyman makes you pay attention. I don't know what it is. He figured something out a few years ago with Brock Lesnar. If I do shit this way, people like it. So he's got all these like little like nuances and like little things he does that just make it work. Right. So one of the things he did, the girl that interviewed him was Kayla Braxton, right? Which to honestly, like most of the backstage girls are kind of interchangeable to me, just because they don't bring a whole lot to the segment. Right. And so there's another girl, Charlie, right? Charlie Caruso. She's also been on ESPN First Take, right?
Nice, not for me.
Yeah, so she's been on there like filling in for Molly like the past couple of days, past couple of weeks. She'll come in every once in a while with Stephen A. and Max Kellerman. All right. So, she's getting a little more shine, a little more TV time and stuff. So they treat her like the main lady backstage. Right. So this girl come up. He's like, what, Charlie was busy? I was like, you riding motherfucker.
You's a cold motherfucker.
Right. So I was like, but I love that though. Like, yeah, make note of it. Yeah, she kind of popping right now. Right. Like, rub that shit in. Because deep down in real life, old girl's probably like, man, I could do ESPN too, man. Fuck her. Right. What that bitch got that I don't. Exactly. Right. And so so she asked him a couple questions about Roman Reigns and blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I love Heyman talking. He's always good. He can sell anything for the most part when it comes to this wrestling shit. Right. But I was like, they didn't really go into a whole lot of detail yet on how him and Roman Reigns got connected as far as the story goes. But I'm hoping they get to that. And then they cut to my boy Keith Lee, man. One time for the big man. For the big player.
For the one time.
Right. He's doing it for the big players out there, right? So they cut to Keith Lee. He's talking to JBL. And I was like, that's a nice connection. They got two big boys from Texas. Both of them played football. So they got that connection. I was like, okay, it makes a little bit of sense. Right. JBL looked a little small, though. Like, I don't know. He's lost a little weight. I don't know what's going on. Like, maybe it's just him getting older. But, yeah, he's definitely not as big as he used to be.
Right. He probably lost. I mean, he was losing weight back then too, so it could be that he just losing weight, just trying to tone up.
All right, so it was good to see JBL in that little spot. Like I said, it made sense to me. I get it. All right. So next matchup was Big E and Sheamus, right? And I love Big E on the mic. I think he needs to kind of like lose like somewhat of the preacher gimmick necessarily, but at the same time, like he's getting voiceover work like outside of WWE. So like I get why they haven't told him to lose it yet. Like I mean, it's bringing he's making money outside of wrestling now, so you can't be mad at that. Right. And so they cut back to a clip on, I think it was Talking Smack. It was him and the Miz, right? And the Miz is another one that can really talk and be really like they found a way to like blend a little bit of reality in. And so, he's talking to Big E about how people don't take him seriously, which I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the case. He comes out, he's shaking his ass, he's got on these bright colors, he's dancing. People ain't gonna take him seriously doing that for the most part. Right. Which I get. So I was like, it was nice that like they mentioned that and like kind of make it a real thing. And then he's going against Sheamus. And of course, Sheamus is hitting on him saying, I was like, Sheamus is such a bastard, man, but I love it though.
All right.
Like he's such a bastard. They got him dressed like one of these guys from Peaky Blinders now. You know, he's coming out in the cold. He's got the hat with the Peaky Blinders hat. They used to keep the razor blade in, and like, it works. You know, him being eyes. It's pretty stereotypical, but it works.
All right.
So then I'm like, okay. So they come out, and I'm like, okay, it's two big guys. Neither one of them, like, they're athletic, but neither one is like that fast or like, you know, they not gonna be. I ain't gonna see no Hurricane Runner. I know that, right?
Right.
So I was like, it's like it should be good, but it shouldn't be pretty, right?
Right.
So they come in 3 minutes in, they wrestle a little bit. I was like, okay. So it's 3 minutes in. I was like, okay, I don't want to see no more holes here, y'all. Somebody throw a fucking punch.
Right.
Hit somebody. Shit.
Hit this motherfucker.
All right. And so one of the things I was like, you know how I mentioned a second, I was like, I like Corey Graves. I was like, he's cool. And so he made actually like a decent point. Like he mentioned how Sheamus and Big E, both of them don't get taken seriously necessarily as singles guys.
Right.
Just because they've done a lot with like the tag team division. So I was like, that makes sense. Like that's my whole thing. Like, just be logical. Make this shit make sense.
Right. But
go ahead.
But Sheamus, he started off with solo. He won championship solo.
Yeah, he's got his.
He just kind of last year and a half, maybe two. Yeah, he got into the tag team.
Right. Yeah, and I don't think people really give him that credit. Like, I mean, he's won all the belts. Fucking Royal Rumble winner at one point or another. I think he had the Money in the Bank. Yeah, he had the Money in the Bank too, because he actually cashed in on Roman Reigns down here in Atlanta.
Right.
So yeah, I'm like, so they make the notes, but people don't give him that credit necessarily as a singles guy, even though he's done all that. And so, you know, they start working. I was like, my whole thing is like, I just wanted to make sense though. So like, Sheamus starts working the knee. Big E's had a history of knee injuries. Like, honestly, like most of the time in the match, he doesn't wear knee pads, which is weird to me. But you can see the scars on his knees from surgery.
Right.
So you know he's got fucked up knees. Right. So like,
fucked up knees.
Right. So they're in there and they're going 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes in. So I'm like, okay, they're using logic. He's steadily working the knee. Big E's selling the knee. I'm like, okay, I won't complain about that. Right.
All right.
And then at one point or another, Sheamus kicks him in the face. Right. It's like a knee to the face, really, when he was down. And he gets up and he's foaming at the mouth. Like, why the fuck is he foaming at the mouth? There's
Big E?
Yeah, there's like spit and foam everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this about? You put Alka-Seltzer in there or something? It's like, bro, it reminded me of Little Giants. You know, they was trying to scare him off the line. Everybody popped the Alka-Seltzer before they ran that play. All right.
Like 10% preparation, 90% intimidation. What?
Oh man.
Yeah, that was my movie. That's bro. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
But they didn't got Spike dirty, man. That's all I'm
saying. No. Spike got what he deserves. Spike don't play with girls.
Spike ain't hurt nobody. That's all I'm saying.
Spike was out there killing him. That's what's going on. He said, I'm gonna take your head off. Man, squeeze down in his shoulder pad.
Spike low-key hit that clothesline from hell on one of them. Okay. All right, so they going, and I realized too why, like, whenever he does tag match, of course, you know, the big guy never really gets beat down that much in the match, so they give him the hot tag. But I was like, but I also I see why Kofi and Xavier will work most of the match. He's not easy to move at all.
Right.
Like Sheamus went, like I forget Big E's like 270, 285, like all muscle. So Sheamus went for a move. I feel like it was like a belly to belly. It was some slam. I'm trying to remember exactly, but I was like, I just remember thinking, like, damn, bro, he really can't move him that well. Like he's just not somebody you can just pick up and toss around, no matter how strong you are. So I was like, I see why he normally get the hot tag and he come in and do the big spots and stuff, right?
Right.
And then so about 10 minutes in, Sheamus finally hit the cloverleaf. I was like, okay, good. I was like, I like the logic. He hurt the knee, he worked the knee, and now he's going for the cloverleaf. Cool. And then, you know, Big E, he know how he does that spear between the ropes when he got him on the apron, right? So he does that. I'm like, okay, I've seen enough of that. Like he's done it too much. Like it's one of those things. Like it was great the first time he saw it. I was like, oh shit. But he doesn't.
If he space it out, it'd be more.
But he doing it damn near
entertaining
every match now.
Right. That's because they let that. That's what I'm saying. WWE have botched a lot of things.
Right. So it don't mean nothing anymore.
Right. They oversaturate a lot of moves and
like the super kick
matches and stuff. So,
bro, everybody do a fucking super kick now.
Everybody, bro.
Right. So they going and they
try to do that to the stunner too. In my person.
Yeah, they are.
So
they are because you got Kevin Owens to use it,
which is cool.
Leo Rush should use like an off the rope stunner. It's like a couple guys. Yeah, it's a couple guys doing like a springboard. I'm like, but look, man, the minute you grab that head, it's a goddamn stunner to me, bro.
Exactly.
And don't you disrespect the Stone Cold Stunner.
Exactly. He should have come back and do it to all of them.
Right.
You know where? Come. Yeah. Then roll out the ring.
You know, honestly, I would love that, bro. Every time somebody uses this move in the match, I want to hit a glass break. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
You're walking out.
Right. You see everybody backing. I was just using. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. You want to use a stunner? Here's a stunner, son. I would love that.
That would be hilarious, bro.
And that's all he do. Just you use a stunner, you know it's coming.
And you know what? I only can respect Kevin Owens one because he's Stone Cold gave him his blessing to use it. He was like, yeah, use it, man. Everybody else, I think, since they saw it, they were like, okay, I can use it too. Yeah. No.
You know what really helped me? The fact that he actually won the match with it.
Right.
Like they didn't just use it. Like, you know, this like the reason the super kick don't mean shit anymore is because
they're just using it.
Yeah, it's nobody ever wins a match with a super kick anymore.
Except for the Usos. They was using it as a finisher also.
Yeah, they
were just one of their men.
Yeah.
They meant it. But
they did.
But everybody else, they super kicking out the world. Like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They just kicking people.
Right.
Ain't nobody got pinned.
Right. Ain't nobody you ain't won a goddamn match yet with that kick.
You kick them, then pick them up, and then suplex, and then hit your finisher.
Right. So what the fuck was the kick for? All right. But see, I was like, yeah, the spin between the ropes, I was like, it's overused. And then like the thing that got me too was he got right back up. So like he hit him with it. Biggie, they laid out for a second. He threw him in the ring. As soon as he threw him in the ring, the motherfucker was right back on his feet. I was like, okay, so like it don't even mean nothing anymore. It didn't even hurt him.
Right.
And so Biggie, wham bam, whatever happens, he gets the win, right?
Wow.
I'm like, I'm not mad that he got the win. I like that he got the win, but I think for his story, like him being solo now, it would have been better for him to lose, in my opinion. Like I feel like he needs like kind of a redemption angle, man. Like he needs something where he's like, okay,
well, he
I'm
losing.
Prove
himself.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so next up, you got Matt Riddle and Baron Corbin, right?
I don't know who Matt Riddle is.
So, calls himself the King of Bros, blonde hair guy from out west, comes out no shoes, giving everybody the fist bump. Yeah, and
I call him Nature Man.
Right, and you know, I put
I don't know why.
I don't know what it is, but he doesn't feel special anymore. Like I used to be hyped for him in NXT, and when he first came up, so he comes up from NXT, of course, for no reason necessarily, but comes up, does a little bit with AJ Styles, and somewhere or another ends up going back and forth with Baron Corbin, right?
All right.
That's cool with me. Corbin's like the top heel, Matt's a baby face or whatnot, or the good guy. So like I don't mind that. But I was like, he doesn't feel special anymore. And like I think part of it was so they mentioned he cheated on his wife, according to the story. Well, not the story, but you know, like what's the girl? Candy Cartwright. She's NXT talent, and her and Matt Riddle was sleeping together on the road. And you know, it was part of that whole not Me Too movement, but it was called Speaking Out. It was hashtag Speaking Out on Twitter a couple of weeks ago. So like, dude, they've called out so many guys in the industry. I mean,
give me some names, brother, because I don't know nothing about this.
Bro, Velveteen Dream, Joey
I heard about that
Janela.
one.
Yeah, I think so. Matt Riddle and Velveteen, like just because they're the WWE guys, I remember off the top of my head. I don't really rock with either one of them anymore. So Velveteen Dream, you got him out here sending dick pics to underage kids.
Definitely can't do that.
Underage, so I can't take.
Definitely
Come on,
can't rock with that.
yeah. And like I
Definitely
really like the guy, but now you know what? Fuck him. And Matt Riddle, not only is he like cheating on his wife, but like he's at some point like, he's like forcing the girl to do shit and bragging about it.
Can't force the shit, bro.
Right. Which I mean, like I said, they haven't I guess they haven't necessarily like proven it in a court of law, so you know this is still all public opinion, but I mean, it's just, and he's trying to say she's stalking him, but like she's got pictures of them on the road in the car together, kissing, you know, text messages and, you know, shit like that. So I'm like, after all that, I can't, like, he don't feel special to me anymore, bro. Like, he should be one of, like, they took Velveteen off TV for a couple months and then they just brought him back like a few weeks ago. But I'm like, I really don't want to see either one of them right now. If ever again, honestly, bro. Like, I really don't think I'll ever feel the same about Velveteen Dream. Like, I really thought this was gonna be like the next like guy.
Right.
But now, fuck it.
I mean, especially when you sending shit to kids, bro.
Exactly, dude. Like, I got kids. Like, I can't, man. It's I can't do it with the pet. I can't ignore it. Nah. Like, I can't.
And
like,
it's crazy, but. It's crazy, bro.
That's just like you can't even get into their matches anymore. Like, dude, Velveteen's been having some good matches. I can't even buy into it. Like, I don't want to see him succeed anymore. Like, whatever role they got him playing, I don't want to see him do well anymore. Like, I'm not supporting that shit, man.
Right. I mean, I ain't really watched a whole lot of his matches anyway. So
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I have. Like, I was really high on the guy, man. But after that, like. And then they're just kind of brushing it on the rug, hoping people forget. I was like, I'm not forgetting, bro. Like, I'm not. Fuck that guy, man. That shit's disgusting to me, bro. Like, these are kids, man. Like, what are you doing?
Right. That shit
and I mean,
disgusting.
Right. All right, so Matt Riddle and Corbin, you know, their match is coming. Corbin comes out, you know, he's got the whole King of the Ring thing, so he's calling himself King Corbin now, right?
Right. I know about that part.
Right.
That's about last time I really got into it.
Right. And even when I love his theme music anyway, so I always remember it. But I hate the jacket that he wears, man. If you ever listen to Jim Cornette, he calls him the Squirrel King.
Yeah. The Squirrel King.
Yeah, he said he got a squirrel skin jacket.
Hell no.
So I can't unsee that. But so he comes out and like he's got guys carrying him to the ring as he sits on the throne.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because when he first did, I was like,
I feel like he should use it more often.
But then I was like, all right, brother, that's enough.
I mean, if he's like, but he's going with this whole King gimmick. I feel like he should do it more often.
They be having their shirts off.
Did they? I don't know if they had their shirts off this time. I can't remember.
The time I saw it, them 2 times they had their shirts off. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, brother.
I mean,
I ain't got nothing. I mean, that's your role. You know, that's what you could, prefer. Then, hey. But I just don't want to see it personally. I don't want to see.
Right? Yeah, no, I'm
cool. Carried by 4 dudes.
Right. All
Come on, brother.
Right.
That ain't for me. You know.
Okay, so they come out. Matt Riddle, like Corbin comes first, then Matt Riddle, and as Matt Riddle is in the ring, Corbin hits him from behind to start the match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he starts beating on him for a little bit, and then the referee pulls him off so they can start the match. And then Matt Riddle's getting up, and he's just trying to get his jacket off. So I'm like, okay, this motherfucker can wrestle with no shoes, but that jacket is unbearable.
I need to get this jacket off.
Right.
Restricting my arms.
Right. But you come out there with no shoes on, no knee pads, no nothing. But this jacket got to go.
Jacket got to go, bro.
Okay. All right. And then I was like, Corbin should throw more punches. Like, they always talk about how he's a Golden Gloves champ. He was a boxer before he got into football and wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he should throw hands more. Like, let it go. Like, if that's what he's, like, known for, like keep it real. Like, go out there and hit somebody. Like, he does it. Like, he works him in the match, but I was like, I want to see more strikes from him.
Right.
And then
might hit somebody for real. That's what they probably nervous about. Yeah, like if you got Mike Tyson to really wrestle, and you want him to just swing, and he might forget.
Man, hey, bro.
Dead uppercut. Yeah.
Right. Whole match over with.
Just lay it out.
Right.
Huh? I'm sorry, Vince.
Oh, my bad, baby. I didn't know. I forgot where I was.
He snuck up on me. He snuck up on me, Vince.
Oh man. Like I said, hey bro, I'm not taking the hit from Mike Tyson.
No.
Fuck that. Okay, so they're going and they're like, remind you he's a Golden Gloves champ. Even though Matt Riddle did MMA, he did like this like point where he like was like no selling, right? Like the shit wouldn't phase in him. I'm like, why should I believe that? Especially against a Golden Gloves boxer.
Right.
This dude hits you square on the chin, but all of a sudden it don't hurt. You don't feel it. Again, like I said, where's the logic, man? But so they're going, like I said, it's hard to like as the match was going, like I still couldn't get over because like I actually paused it so I could look into like the accusations on Matt Riddle. I was like, I can't buy him as the good guy, right? When he did all that in his real life. Like it's hard for me to buy him as the good guy now.
All right.
So I'm like, they 8 to 10 minutes in, I'm like, okay, go home already. Like just finish this off already.
Right.
And then I was like, it's just a lot of things going. So like, of course, they're going. I'm like, Chad Gable was like kind of involved, but like not really like Gable, but he's short as hell, so they gonna shit on him every chance they get.
Right.
So I was like,
Always.
okay, yeah. So I'm like, where he's at? Like, but so Corbin, Corbin hits him with the right hand. I was like, I need to see more of that.
Right. I need to see more, brother.
Right. And then Matt Riddle wins. At the end of Matt Riddle wins. So like again, like I said, it doesn't feel right. Like I don't want to see a guy that would do that to somebody win a match.
And that's what they doing.
Right.
They trying to.
They hoping you forget.
Yeah, hoping you forget and just kind of build them up. But if the WWE universe was like, yeah, whatever. If they just don't give him them brownie points and like hype him up,
right?
Then WWE just gonna have no choice but they're gonna make it look like it was their idea to let him go.
Right.
They're like, yeah, we just decided that
we felt
of all the allegations and all this, we just no.
Now fuck out of here. Like people weren't rocking with him no more. Y'all couldn't make no money off him.
If no merch is selling nothing. No, I mean, that what a lot of companies do. They try to take credit for something that you call them out of. And I just feel like, with all this stuff that's going on, we just decided to just let them go.
Yeah.
No, you didn't want that heat no more. That heat was on your ass.
Right, yeah. Whatever, motherfucker. Whatever.
You suck.
Right. I fucking hate you.
I never forgive y'all, nigga. Never.
All right, so then they come back and it's Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax.
Mm-hmm.
Which I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sasha been looking good lately in the little bodysuits, man. You seen them, man?
I haven't seen them.
Oh man.
She got something new?
Oh man. Yeah, man.
You know who I would take now? Look. I don't want to seem offensive. This ain't offensive at all. Because I love him. And I'm not usually into her type. But for her, I make exception.
Who that?
Nia Jax.
Bro.
The most beautiful big girl I have seen in my life.
Bro, I was thinking, hey, man, I'm with you on that one, bro.
I marry her.
Hey, bro. Now I can get it, man.
I marry her.
Yeah, bro. I don't think a lot of people give her credit for her. I mean,
bro.
You're not supposed, like, I guess in this day, you're not supposed to, man, but I think she's gorgeous, dude.
Beautiful.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't think a lot of people, I think it's like the big girl thing. People don't pay attention to her because she's a bigger girl. Hey, man, fuck all that, man.
She is beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl.
Oh my. I just want you
to know that you are really special. Oh, come on, brother. I will be there singing every word too.
Right. Yeah, hey, bro, I'm right there with you on that one, man. Like, bro, hey, we here, man.
We are here.
Right.
We are here.
All right. I thought it was just me, man.
No sir, no sir.
Okay, so no, they come out and WWE has this thing where they don't build like tag teams anymore. They just take two single stars that they got nothing planned for and stick them together.
Right.
Like they've been doing this whole odd couple thing for the past couple years, and like no, it's led to some like good teams, man. But like there's no like real legitimate tag teams anymore. I mean, outside of like you got New Day, you got Usos, you had
Penitentiary.
You had the Revival, but I mean they're the top
they
tag.
More. Ain't them the one who with AJ Styles?
Well, no, they're you're thinking of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They had them too, but let them walk. And FTR, they're over in AEW now. So I mean, like I said, they don't build legitimate tag teams anymore. Like I really,
that's why I feel like the tag team division has went down.
Right, everything
like
I've
Matt
had,
Hardy and Dudley Boys and
it ain't been the same since, bro. But I mean, everything I've read and heard, bro, Vince McMahon just really don't give a damn about tag teams. So, I mean, it makes sense in that regard.
But that's crazy because look at what it was, and it still could be there.
Exactly. And so, so they get to going, and I gotta ask, bro, Sasha Banks and Bayley, they've gotten together and broken up so many times now. Even though both of them are still like fairly young in their careers, they've gotten together and broken up so much. I'm like, how many times can we like take this seriously? It's like them getting together, like that's kind of what they're edging towards now. So like Sasha lost her nut where they were struggling to keep their tag team titles. Right. So like, I'm like, how many times can they like get together and break up and like people still take it seriously? But because like they've done it in NXT. This is it. They did it once in NXT. They've done it twice on the main roster already, if I'm not mistaken.
This is it.
And they back again.
This is it. They break up now. It's over with.
Right. It should be over with. They can't break
them back.
I'm sorry.
Not no tag team.
Again, like, where's the logic? Like, forgive and don't forget. Like,
right.
Like, you gonna keep fucking with me.
Like, you keep using that gimmick.
Right.
Like, though I said WWE oversaturates a lot of things.
They do, bro. They do.
Matches, superstars, gimmicks.
Exactly. They overuse
them. They oversaturate that stuff so much. So I just be like, okay.
Right. And so they get going, and Nia, she has a tendency to hurt people in the ring, right?
My baby mama. I like it.
So, like, I mean, like, really hurt people. Like, so, you know, she got famous for her and Becky Lynch. She, like, damn near killed Kairi Sane a couple times. She's hurt Sasha Banks, I think. She's hurt a couple people. So, she's kind of known for that. Hey, bro, I still,
ain't nobody gonna touch my baby mama because I'm be right there.
Right. I'll be right there in the front row. Get him, baby. Get him.
Go ahead. Break a leg. Break a leg.
Right. But anyway, so they're going, and I'm like, okay, if this match goes over 15 minutes, she gonna end up hurting somebody. Right. I was like, it won't be intentional. I don't think she ever intends to, but it happens. And so, what's the name? Sasha Banks took some kicks to the head from Shayna Baszler, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it kept going. I'm like, so that shit ain't supposed to hurt? This chick was literally like, they pulled her from UFC. Like, she retired from UFC, but this is like a legitimate MMA fighter. She kicks you in the head, but you got the wherewithal to like get up and keep going. I was like, okay.
Come on.
I was like, okay, WWE. So then Bayley gets tagged in. Sasha slides outside, and she pulls Nia off the apron, right? Off the side of the ramp. And it was awkward as fuck, bro. Like, I felt like it was either like a legit fall or she just didn't know how to get down. Like, she just kind of like, it was like knocking down, like, it was like Jack and the Beanstalk, bro. It's just like It's like if you ever like seen
like
a dog
Shaq falling.
Right. It was like Shaq falling, bro. That's exactly. It was like Shaq falling. Like he don't know how to get down from that high.
Yeah.
And then of course
It's 9 seconds, Shaq. Fall. But you still on your knee. Come on. Go down. There you go, big fella.
There you go. You got it.
13 seconds later. God dang.
All right. And so they get back. She's on the ground now. So Sasha's back in her, and they do this like double team. Like it's supposed to be like a backbreaker on what's the name on Shayna Baszler, and that shit was awkward too, bro. So like they get her up, and it's like say if me and you decide to pick up a bookshelf together, right?
Right.
We pick it up, and I was like, okay, bro, we're gonna smash this bookshelf on the ground at the same time. He's like, okay, cool. You pick it up. We pick it up at the same time. And all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, now. And you're like, wait, what?
Right.
So you don't know what to do. And I leave you holding the bookshelf, so you just go down with it. And
right.
That's what it looked like.
What? Hey, help me. Come get this bookcase. Help me.
Right.
I'm just sitting there like, Jesus.
All right. So they're going, and like I said, I hated their double team moves. Like I said, my main worry was just about Nia hurting somebody. At one point, she was swinging Sasha into the barricade outside. Like she kind of had like she was gonna power bomb her. Then she just like dropped her head and just started swinging into the barricade outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. I was like,
because she brought to. She was like, I hate this little.
Right. So I had my fingers crossed there. She hit Bayley with a leg drop, and I was like, Lord Jesus, don't kill me.
You can hear that little bro come out.
Right. And so like everything she does, like at this point, scares me for the other people.
Why?
All right.
I love it.
I do too.
Ooh, put that big leg on me, girl.
So Shayna comes in, she does her thing, and I'm like, I don't know why. Like, I don't feel like people say it a lot, but Shayna is so much better than Ronda Rousey ever was.
Mm.
Like, the way she looks, the way she moves, her matches, like she's so much better than Ronda Rousey. But I feel like because Ronda Rousey was a bigger star in MMA, like
she had a bigger name that you can say.
Yeah. People don't really give Shayna the credit, but she's so much better than Rousey ever was, right?
Right. So that's you saying like in MMA or wrestling wise?
Wrestling wise. I didn't follow her MMA career all that well. I think her last match she got her ass knocked out. To be fair.
So they Ronda Rousey. So
yeah, true. Good point. So, and I'm like, I feel like, and she comes out there, she got on like this weird like eye makeup. Like, if you ever seen Shayna Baszler, she don't need makeup.
I've never seen her.
I mean, she's not ugly, but she's not like a looker either. She's not like that. She's not like
she's
a
decent.
diva. Yeah, she's not a diva, bro. She's a fighter.
Right.
She comes out there. She puts the mouthpiece in. She's got the hair pulled back in a little ponytail.
She come out with a mouthpiece?
Yeah, bro. She comes out to the ring. She got a white towel around her waist. She throw the towel off, celebrate a little bit, pull the mouthpiece out, put the mouthpiece in, and square up.
Oh, she coming to work somebody.
Bro, she don't need makeup. Like leave her, bro. She's good.
They try to turn everybody to that, man. They always
put
try
this
to do
like
that.
weird, like it could have like maybe if she did warp like some sort of like war paint face or something cool. But this was like eyeshadow, bro. Like she literally had eyeshadow. I'm like, man, come on, man. Like leave her alone. She good.
Right.
She good.
You think somebody who don't put in a mouthpiece gonna want some she coming to work. She coming to whip ass.
Right, exactly, bro. I'm like, bro, she could be like the female Brock Lesnar. Because like if you watch like the way she works, or like one of my favorite moves of hers, right? So she'll have them land on the ground. Mm-hmm. She'll take their hand and prop their elbow up, right? Mm-hmm. She'll prop the elbow up at a 90-degree angle with the hand facing palm up,
palm down, right?
No, the palm's facing up. So
facing like this?
Yeah. So like this. So elbow up.
She had behind them.
Yeah, elbow up, palm down, hand behind them, right? Uh-huh. Steps on the hand with one foot, takes the other foot, smashes down on the elbow. Now, somebody that
trying to break my shit.
Right. So somebody that does that needs eye makeup, needs eyeshadow.
No.
Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here.
Motherfucker need a goddamn The eye patch.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see him come out with that John Randall, bro.
Woo! Out.
He just take this shit and just smear it down real time. What was that? What cover was he on? Was he on Game Day?
It might have been Game Day or it wasn't matter. No, it was Game Day or 2K. NFL 2K. One of them two, I think. But
one of the two, bro. But that's what I want to see, man.
Yeah, brother. Got to come out with that. She come out with that. It's over with. Come out looking like a female Sergeant Slaughter.
In the
whole fatigue. Yeah.
Right. Bro, it was NFL Extreme.
NFL Extreme.
Yeah, man. That's the one, bro. I'm looking at it now, bro. He comes at NFL Extreme, bro. He's screaming.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of got like the Tonto shit over his eyes and all that.
Right. That would be crazy.
All right. So I'm like, she could really be like that intimidating, like female, bro. If they just left her alone and let her do her shit.
Right.
But they gonna keep fucking with her, man.
Mm-hmm. And, so who won that match?
Shayna and Nia.
Yeah, like my baby mom won.
Right. So they got the belt. And Nia, she did this like funny. It was like she was celebrating. She was talking shit in the camera. And I was like, I couldn't tell if like she was, not like that. I can't tell when it's real and when it's not. Like I couldn't tell if they told her like just, kind of ham it up, for the camera or whatever. Or she was like legitimately like, yeah, fuck this shit and we just won.
Right.
Like you got to see it, bro.
I would like to see any film on my baby mama. I love her. Somebody get out to her. Right. I love you. Come holler at me. If you single, I'll take you on a date.
All right. So, all right. So next up, you got Keith Lee and Randy Orton, right?
Keith Lee.
Okay. Keith Lee. One time for the big man.
One time for the big playoffs. And my fellow big man.
Right. I'm a huge fan of Keith Lee, bro. Like I loved him from NXT. And even some of his stuff on the Indies before he got there, right? And a lot of people
super athletic too.
Right. A lot of people been upset since he came to the main roster. They changed his music, made him wear a shirt. I'm like, come on, look, man. Like he ain't got no washboard 6-pack, but
right. That's man be. Hey, right. Why we do it one time for the big man?
Right, man. Don't body shame my guy, man.
Hey, don't make me start a movement.
Right.
Understand me? Let the big man roll, big fella.
Exactly, bro. Like let him be, man. Ain't nobody worry about that, bro. He got that's the thing. Like he's got a gut on him, but like you can't he doesn't look like unathletic. Like he don't look just like some like fat guy you see on the beach. Yeah, he's not sloppy. He's just like big, bro. He's fucking massive.
If he can't take his shirt, I'm taking my shirt off at work.
Exactly. Do it for the big players.
For the big players.
Right, man. And so as they're going on, like, bro, Randy Orton, I was like, he should never do anything other than be the legend killer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever. I don't think he needs to be anything else, bro, other than the legend killer. Man.
Right. But how many legends coming back? You know what I mean?
That's the thing, bro. He can kill old legends. He can kill young legends too, bro. It don't matter. But that's his niche, man. That's his job. That's his role. That's him.
I just let him get in like a like a you know what I'm saying, big match. Like don't let him wrestle every day, but let him come out every other pay-per-view or something like that.
Right. As soon as somebody win the title, they start feeling good. You hear that, I hear voices in my head. Yeah. It's like, oh shit.
That would be a good look for him.
I think so, man.
Cause they did John Cena like that for the last couple of years.
Right.
He only come out every 4-5 pay-per-view. I come out right here. And I see y'all at WrestleMania.
Right. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would love to see him do nothing else but be the legend killer. Mm-hmm. And again, bro, like I said, Keith Lee, that music just don't hit for me, man. Like I get it. It was a copyright issue with the people that made the song for him. So like I get it, but it's just it don't hit for me like the other one did, bro. So
Right.
like I want them to get him something new, man, but same time, bro, like there's so much else to worry about. So like we really can't harp on that too much.
Right.
And so he comes out in this outfit, and like I could not put my finger on it at first, right? What he was wearing, but it was kind of a nod to Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes out. If you remember, like when the Saiyans like first invaded, like they kind of had like these like grass, like kind of like grass skirts, or like they look like grass skirts around him.
Mm-hmm.
So he came out with that on because he's like a big like anime and comic book fan too, right?
Right.
So like it took me a while to catch on to that, bro. But I was like, okay, I like that. Because at first I was like, what the fuck is he wearing? Like, bro, come on.
Nigga in a goddamn
right, you come right. It's like at first I was like, man, he looked like half Assassin's Creed, half extra from Moana, man. Like so like I was just like at first I was like, but then it dawned on me, and I was like, okay, never mind. Like I'm all wrong on that.
Right.
So he comes in, they get started, and like I said, the whole time I'm just like, don't let them ruin Keith Lee for me. Like, leave this man alone, bro. Leave this man
Let him be.
Right, let him be. Let him come out there, no shirt. Do it for the big man. Let him talk the way he talk. Give him his music. Just leave him be, man. Let him do it. Like he good. You ain't too much tweaking you need. But we're gonna see what they do to him, bro. Like they love to like fiddle and add shit in where it don't need to be added in.
Right.
And then I asked too, why physics don't matter anymore. So at one point, outside, right, Keith Lee takes a back body drop on the announce table from Randy Orton. Yeah. Keith Lee's they say he's 340, but he's got to be about 350, 360 solid. Randy Orton's no small guy, but same time, like come on, man. Like you mean to tell me, right? Like I'm talking about like it was nothing.
But that speaks to the athleticism of Keith Lee.
Right. I mean, great. Yeah, he took it and so like at the time I was like, shit, like Keith Lee, he's a big guy. And, usually like the big guys, they have to be careful not to get slammed too much because it kind of takes away from their like mystique and like their overall character. So I was like, should he be that giving this early on? Like even though it is Randy Orton,
right? So Randy Orton is like that guy who, I mean, like you said, he shouldn't just be able to just pick him up with ease.
Right. But there was no struggle. He just
like, all right.
Right. So I was like, okay, like this. I was like, come on. I was like, at least beat him down or something.
Right,
bro.
right.
No, they rolled outside, dropping like nothing. I was like, okay, all right,
okay.
Like y'all son of a bitch, y'all killing me.
All
right. And so I was worried. I was like, maybe he's being too giving. But then match goes on. They have that back and forth, and then he goes out and gives Randy Orton the same slam on the same table. I was like, okay. I was like, call it even.
Right.
Because at the same time, it's kind of a trade-off. So it's like you got this really big guy, but technically he's kind of young to WWE. He's still a rookie to them. And then you get slammed by the veteran. Right. And at the same time, so like the big guy is given, the veteran is given to him too. So I was like, it works out. It balances out in the long run. Call it even. We good.
Good.
We cool. And so they go, and like I said, I love the fact that as Randy Orton has gotten older, he's definitely been more giving to the younger guys there. Mm-hmm. Same, like I said, same thing with John Cena, like, coming out, dropping the belt to Kevin Owens. I mean, doing that match with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. I mean, like, they're not holding back. Like, they're not doing the Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan comes back and he wants to beat the young guys.
Right.
Because he's Hulk Hogan. No, they're not doing that. So I'm like, I can appreciate that in Randy Orton, that he's giving and like he's not holding anybody back anymore. Right. Like I said, you probably wouldn't have seen that 10 years ago, man, but it is what it is. We here now. We here. And so Keith Lee hits him with this, he calls it the spirit bomb. Power bomb, bro. It's kind of like a stalling power bomb. He slammed the dog shit out of him.
Yeah, I be seeing them power bombs. Yeah, I be like, look at big fella. Hey, I like it.
Exactly.
I might do it at work. Top of the belt.
I was like, but this is the shit he should be doing, bro. Like, I feel like they should own like those impact moves, bro. Those big moves like that. They should save them just for the big man.
Right.
Like nobody else should, like you. If you under 6'6", bro, you shouldn't be doing the choke slam. Like, but
that shouldn't be your move.
No. But I felt like it was a good match overall. Keith Lee got the win. They're definitely taking him seriously, like, you know, music and outfit and all that aside, which they're taking him seriously, which that's all you can really hope for as a fan. You know, like don't fuck with the guy, man. Like, really, don't fuck with him. And
let him get some opportunities. Right.
And so Randy Orton, like, you know, normally like when somebody wins, the other guy goes, they just go ahead and head to the back, they roll out the ring or whatever, right?
Or they fight him.
Yeah. But what he did, he actually stayed at the ring, like looking pissed off and looking surprised, you know, just kind of putting it like, I feel like that was just like a little something extra just to make the guy look good. Right. Like shine him up real quick. Like he's out there pissed off, holding his head like, I can't believe this motherfucker got me. Right. And I was like, I appreciate that. I was like, it makes Keith Lee look really good. Right. Yeah, and you appreciate that.
And that's kind of like Randy Orton giving his approval. Right. People like, damn, I can't believe this nigga. Right. He got me. Right. It's just like a good job, young fella.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I appreciate that. Like, I think that was a good move. Like, it was something to, like, it made it feel just a little more special, just a little bit. Right. All right, so next up, you got Dominik Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. So you remember Rey Mysterio's son, right? Dominik? Right. So he's wrestling now, right? WWE.
Right. I remember that. I remember when he started and he went against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Got folded, but yeah.
Right. He deserved it. But anyway, so I was listening to Jim Cornette and he's talking about Rey Mysterio's wife. And I can't unsee it. So according to him, Rey Mysterio's wife looks like the grandmother, and Rey Mysterio looks like the son to Dominik. And I can't get it out of my head now. It's stuck. It's fucked up, but it's stuck.
The disrespect.
Right. And so Dominik comes out intense. He's hot off the bat, and I was like, I like it. And my thing is like make it make sense. He comes out, he's the young guy, not a whole lot of experience. He's going against Seth Rollins, you know. So he comes out, he's all like hot under the collar. He's trying to get shit going, and they take advantage of it. Cool. I get that. That's what normally would happen, you know? So he comes out, they take advantage of it, they get him, and like I said, he's looking better and better like each time he comes out too, man. I put that down. Like he's looking better and better in the ring. Like they're definitely like helping him along, like Ray, Seth, and Buddy Murphy, but he's not like holding it, like he's holding his own. So I give him that. For him to be that young and that inexperienced, he's looking good. Right. And I put honestly, like he's got great chemistry with his dad too, which I mean that shouldn't be a surprise. I would love to see them get a run with the tag titles at some point. Right. Like to me, that would be crazy. Like a father and son tag team title, where the dad's not like old and ancient. Because that's the other thing, dude. You realize Rey Mysterio's been at this like almost 30 years.
He came in very young.
He really came in at 18. Like he was really 15, so he's probably 30 plus by now. But for the most part, he came in around 15, 16 in Mexico. And he's been going ever since, dude. It's fucking 2020. He's 45. I think he's 45. I had to look it up and see, man. Bro, he's 45. You see this guy? He moves better than 95% of 45-year-olds. Right. And looks like
definitely
right. So I was like, it just like I said, I read so like he really like to me he really is like the GOAT, man, when it comes to that. And so I was like, no, they did well. Like, it was great logic to the match. Like I said, they beat down on Rey Mysterio to kind of leave Dominik by himself. I was like, that makes sense. You got a guy that's been at this for a while, and you got his son as a rookie. You want to take the old guy out first. Leave the rookie by himself, make him panic, make him sweat, make him work.
Let him see what he can do.
Right. So that made sense to me, man. And one move I thought was crazy. So Rey went for like a crossbody splash off the top rope. Seth Rollins caught him with two knees to the chest as he was coming down. Oof. I was like, bro, the timing, the timing for that, bro, is fucking ridiculous. The timing and athleticism to make that happen.
You got that timing. That's something they practice.
Right. Yeah. They had to work on that, bro.
Because ain't nobody just gonna hit you perfectly with 2 knees.
Right. And so they're going, and like I said, again, like I want them to shorten the matches up, bro. They're 10 minutes in, and I'm like, okay, let's wrap this up. Wrap that shit up, B. So I'm ready to go. Right. And Dominik hits a frog splash on Buddy Murphy a few minutes later, and I'm like, he does not come gently, bro. He laid that shit in there.
Oh yeah. He ain't got that grace like Papa Bell.
No, bro.
Papa Bell graceful, but he's like, feel every piece of this.
Right. This is for Eddie.
This is for my uncle.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, it didn't look gentle, bro. I was like, God damn. Bro, it's like when you land in bed and your kids jump on you, bro. It was like full force to the balls, man. Like, okay, so all right, so they won. Good for them. I liked it. I like to see them get a run with the tag title. Right. So next up is Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman. All right. Mm-hmm. And I said from the beginning, I knew Roman was gonna win. I still love the Fiend's entrance, and they treated it like a big deal, but they actually had somebody come out and announce that it was a main event. I can't remember the last time they did that.
Right.
All right.
Was it for the championship?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was for the SmackDown title. And so I realized too, the Fiend can only work these like crazy no holds barred matches. Like he can't work a legitimate match.
Right, because he
crazy.
The persona of the Fiend is it's not let's just
it's that super
lock up. No, brother, we finna get at it.
Right.
I'm finna bring out fire. Got somebody call Storm. Get the S-Man in here. I want it all.
Right. So like, yeah, man, I'm with like, and I it's cool. That, but I think again, that's why he needs to be limited. But like, yeah, he only works like these no holds barred matches. So they come out and they're going him and Strowman, and Roman Reigns isn't there. They don't even do his entrance. And it was stupid logic because technically he hadn't signed the contract yet with them for the match or whatever, which I get it, but it was stupid to me. So he hasn't signed the contract, so he don't come out yet. So they're beating the shit out of each other, and they're going back and forth. And then all of a sudden he comes out with a chair and Paul Heyman, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, this is after, they broke the ring. Which, when we talk about shit that's been like overdone and overused, like they broke the ring.
That ring break it. Like when it first happened, I was like, oh.
Right, the Brock Lesnar and Big Show. That to me, like that was like crazy. And then they went off
before
air.
Then, wasn't somebody before then?
That's the first one I remember. And I remember watching it was on
SmackDown.
This happened they went off air too, which was like a great touch, bro. It's like
that might have been it.
Like it happened and they just went off air. So you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
So, but then they do it here, and I feel like if I'm not mistaken, they broke the ring with somebody else earlier this year. So like it's just too soon, too fast. And then the referee takes the most dramatic fall out of the ring. Like the ring is already broken.
I was just gonna get to that. You got to watch the referees when that ring break. They act like they just got shot 50 times.
And that's what he did, bro. Like he literally threw himself over the ropes, like head first. I was like, damn,
Rudy.
Right. So he's going. I was like, this dramatic motherfucker. And dude, so they had Alexa Bliss there, right? And she's looking on with the match, and she's got like this Harley Quinn, like pigtails and like outfit going. And I'm like, for the love of God, please let them like, as they've been like kind of having interactions. And I was like,
her and Braun?
Not her and the Fiend.
Oh.
And I was like,
oh yeah.
And I was like, please pair them together like a Harley Quinn and Joker, and let her call him Mr. B.
Right.
I was like, dude, that would be dope as fuck, man. Like, let it happen. Let it
happen. That would be dope.
Okay, so
is she still with the other girl?
No, they actually split them up too. So like, I really think they're angling to that, but we'll see. Okay. I really hope that happens.
They can start a faction with that.
Right. And so Bray Wyatt, then he pulls out this mallet too in the match. And I'm like, that's fucking dumb. Like, you're not really going to do anything with that mallet, right? Like, it's like this giant, oversized mallet.
Like they gave to them, what they call themselves, the Blunder brothers or something?
Yeah. Something along that line. A little bigger than that, honestly.
Bigger than that.
It looked just a little bit. And I'm like, bro, he ain't going to do shit with that. I was like, you never going to hit anybody with it. And then he hit Braun Strowman in the chest, and I was like, I was wrong.
You know what? My bad.
Right. You know, I ain't even mean to call you out like that, bro. It's like he hurt.
You got it.
Like, I ain't going to hit nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah.
Right.
What you talk about that? Where he turned to the camera. What you talking about that?
Right here. Cram.
Looked at the camera. You thought I wasn't going to hit nobody?
Right. So he comes out. Roman Reigns comes in. Like eventually, so they're down. The ring broke. Roman Reigns comes in with the chair, right? Throws the chair down, comes out, looks around, stalls, and then of course the first person he goes, he pins the Fiend. Of course, it's a 2 count. Goes to Strowman, 2 count there. Now he's pissed off.
Right.
Hits the Fiend, throws him out the ring, takes the chair, beats the dog shit out of Braun Strowman again. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you already beat the shit out of Strowman last week with the chair. Now we're doing this shit again?
Exactly.
Right. So I was like, but, you know, if he's going to be like, I thought they give him more of like a tough guy here, but he's kind of like a slimy bastard.
Right.
So I was like, he does that. And I was like, okay, I can rock with it. It's cool. I'm a rock with it just to see where they go with. I'm not going to complain too much because people have been wanting him to be heel for like the past 5 years now, it seems like. So he does that and beats the shit out of Strowman with the chair. The Fiend hits him with the mandible claw. He kicks him in the dick, right? Fiend rolls out the ring, right? Then he spears Braun Strowman, 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns got the belt. I was like, at least he didn't pin the Fiend.
Right.
At least. Say the Fiend some dignity. Then pin him. And I was like, they made him the cocky, and then he's celebrating with Paul Heyman talking shit. I was like, they made him the cocky bastard he should have been 3 years ago.
It's like you got a late start.
Right. And that was Payback. That was it. They did that and closed the show out and went home.
That's crazy. Just from that's crazy, bro.
Right. So like I said, it's like it wasn't a bad show. Honestly, I enjoyed it more than SummerSlam. But they got some work to do. Number one, I guess keep Roman Reigns heel. Stop fucking with the Fiend. Leave that man alone. Let him be special. Like they should never put the belt on him anyway. But that's another story for another day.
But you know they had did it a while back, and he had it for a good little minute.
Right, but he's one of those guys. I don't feel like he should ever be losing to like regular people. Like, Bray, he lost. Remember, he lost to Goldberg. Nothing against Goldberg, bro. But Goldberg is every bit of 55. But
you know, they were just trying to get Goldberg that move. I mean, he beat Braun's. He beat Brock Lesnar. No,
he didn't.
40 seconds.
Yeah, Goldberg. I'm trying to think who did the Fiend beat for that belt? I think he beat
He beat Goldberg.
I have to go back and look. I can't remember who he beat for the belt when Goldberg beat him for that belt.
I thought he beat him back and got it back.
Bro. But I mean, once he lost to him like clean, bro, like it was kind of like magic was gone, man. Like they gotta stop doing that shit, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but again, guys, like I said, guys, that was Payback. Like I said, I enjoyed the show, but they got some work to do. But we'll get to that later. One of the things we're working on, fantasy booking Big E's single push. All right, I love Big E. I got some ideas on what they need to do with the guy. Will they listen to me? Fuck no.
Hell no.
Fuck no.
You think we care about what anybody else outside
coming?
You got another goddamn thing coming.
All right. But it is what it is. It's fun to speculate.
Right.
And we'll get there. So be on the lookout for that. Like I said, again, guys, catch us on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
Right.
YouTube videos coming shortly.
It's coming. Reaction video. I want to do reaction video, but we'll talk about it.
We'll get to that. All right, guys.
We out this bitch. If you smell, I ain't gonna do it.
If you smell it, ow.